welcome back to the channel, everybody. Y'all, it is a manic Monday here in Pelion, South Carolina. Y'all, this is where the magic happens, here at WormWizardcastings. It's currently 85 degrees Fahrenheit here in Pelion, South Carolina. I got out here early this morning. I already got the chickens fed up and moved. I already got 2 worm orders done. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. I got 2 worm orders in over the weekend. Shout out to Kai and Matt. Brothers, I appreciate the support. I got your worm orders ready. I'll shoot you a message as soon as I get to the post office and drop them off. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. God bless y'all. Y'all, whew, I'm sweating. It ain't even 10 o'clock yet. It's almost 10 a.m. and it's over 85 degrees. I'm sweating bullets out here. I already said I filled some worm orders this morning, so I dug out of some of these bins. So we might not go through all the bins, or if we do, we get down here to the end. I dug through these bins earlier, so they might not be too interesting to look at. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into it, and let's see what the worm wizards are doing today, y'all. Oh yeah, I did another live Saturday, but y'all, between the signal not being good in the shed, and then I got out to the chickens, and I was doing the live with the chickens, and right before I got ready to end the live, my phone overheated and shut off. So y'all, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more lives, especially with this heat, out in the yard with the chickens, or, I mean, the lives in the shed aren't doing that well because the signal's not good and it's kind of grainy. So I think this Saturday I'm going to try something different. I'm going to be doing a live, and I'm going to try to schedule it so everybody will know when it is. And this Saturday, I'm going to do a live, and it's going to be indoors, and I'm going to do like a Q&A or something, or we're going to just chat. I'll just show up, and we'll chat for a while. I got a couple things planned, or trying to plan a few things. Sorry about all the rambling, but I was just thinking about it. I want to get it out of my mind before I forgot about it, because, you know, I think I got early onset dementia or something. I know that's not funny, but I forget things all the time. Speaking of forgetting things, look, Josh, I'm back to this cup again because I forgot where I put the pitcher. I can't find the pitcher, so I got my cup. Try to get some soldier flies with that. All right, y'all. Well, hopefully this Saturday's live will be better. It'll be indoors in the air conditioner, and I'll have good Wi-Fi signal. So hopefully that'll be better, and we'll see what. Hey, I hope y'all come and check it out and see what's going on, and hopefully it'll be a good one. I appreciate everybody who's been showing up to my first 2 lives. They weren't that good, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I ain't never done a live for y'all. Well, not until recently anyways. Oh yeah, and look at there. Right there in the corner, I knew they were going to be there. I put, y'all know I fed them coffee last week, but over the weekend I fed them some fresh cardboard. And yesterday I sprayed in some water, because they were getting kind of dry and it was hot, and I wanted to put some water in here for them. Y'all, the worm wizards are doing great. Yes, sir. The worm wizards are doing great, even with all this heat. Now they are moving to the edge of the bin and then to the corners of the bin where it's cooler. Let's see what's going on right in the middle. See if we can see any right in the middle. All right, there's heat coming from the center of the bin. It's a little warm right in the middle. Let's see here. We'll dig down a little bit and turn it over and see what we see. Oh, yeah. It's warm in the center of the bin. I wouldn't say it's hot, but it's definitely warm. And I ain't seeing no worms. Look at there. I ain't seeing no worms in the center, y'all. So it's definitely, it looks like it's too warm in the center of the bin for the worms' comfort. So they're all shot to the edge over here where it ain't much going on. It's cool right here too, y'all. Look there. All right, y'all, if anybody's interested in getting some red wigglers for composting or starting your own bin, y'all, the links are in the description. If you go down in there and click on them, they'll take you to our eBay store. And y'all, there I sell red wigglers by the quarter-pound package. That's about approximately 250 in a quarter-pound of worms. I also sell worm castings by 5 and 10 pound packages. I mean, I sell a 25-pound sack too, but I don't mail that out. You'll have to pick that up locally if you want that one. I also sell the worm LEACHATE if you want to use it to make a compost tea or inoculate your compost pile, or, you know, if you're starting a new worm bin and you want to inoculate your new worm bin and material with some worm LEACHATE, I sell that. About a 16-ounce bottle, concentrate. Yep. And I also sell fishing red wigglers that I hand dig, and I only dig the biggest, fattest ones for folks who want to go fishing. So I got those too, if anybody's interested in those. Let me see if the heat is about the same. No, the heat, the center of this bin isn't as warm as that bin over there. Let me see this. Let me dig down a little bit. No, there ain't near as much heat coming from the center of this bin. Well, that's interesting. All right, moving along. I know I'm moving along kind of quick today, y'all. Or I think I am. Maybe I'm not. Look, there's another black soldier fly. Zoom out on that booger. Okay. Look at all them red wigglers. And for you folks who don't know, these red wigglers, man, they breed fast. If you give them the adequate amount of space, food, and water, these things they'll double in population approximately every 90 days. If you're treating them well and they're getting plenty of good food and moisture and got plenty of space, they'll breed and they'll double in population about every 90 days. So if you get a little cup of worms, say 250, and you take care of them for a good year, in a year's time, you're going to have plenty of red wigglers. Plenty of red wigglers. And these guys are the best composters. That's why I got into red wigglers. It's for composting and getting the worm castings for my garden. Look at there, y'all. There's some hook-worthy worms in there. There's a few right there. Y'all don't forget to get your comments in. This week, we changed the rules to the Dime Time giveaway. I'm no longer giving the silver dime to the person who makes the most comments. From now on, I'm gonna go through the comments on the channel, and everybody who makes a comment gets one entry into the Dime Time giveaway to win the 90% silver dime. There's only one entry per person. So all you got to do to get entered into the 90% dime giveaway is to comment on one of my videos here on the channel. And that's all you got to do. That gets you in the giveaway drawing. And I'm going to start announcing that on Saturdays during my lives. So I'm going to start announcing those winners during the live on Saturday. Oh, there's a soldier fly. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Gnome, what's going on, buddy? Is it warm enough for you? Yes, look as hot as the devil's gaze it is. Oh, yes, hot as the devil's gaze. That's right. It's hot out here. Whoo, it's like a sauna. Let's see. What's this thermometer say today, y'all? 85. Yeah, that's deep. No, yeah, 85 or so. That's down in the core. Let's back it up a little bit. What is it? Right there near the surface. Ooh, 90. We're already at 90. Don't seem to be going up no more than that. Wait, no, maybe it is. Yep, 91, maybe 92 degrees, 91 degrees. Wow. You really don't want it to get no warmer than that. I don't think the worm's going to like that. What you think, Mr. Gnome? No, indeed not, Mr. Lucas. Yes. Yes, I talk to myself when Mr. Gnome sometimes in here, y'all. I know. All right, moving along. Let's see. Let's see what there is to see. Did I dig in this bin earlier? I can't remember. I don't think I did. predictable. With all this heat, the worms are migrating to the coolest spot of the parts of the bin, which is the corners, the outside edges, and probably deep down in the bin where it's cooler. Let me zoom in right there. Yeah, what I feed my worms is mushroom compost, used coffee grounds, and shredded cardboard. Yep, that's pretty much it. Well, I do sprinkle in 16% lane crumbles for my chickens, my chicken feed, but I hadn't been putting much of that in here recently because the bins are getting so warm. I didn't want to heat them up too much by adding too much chicken feed to it. So, but yeah, that's what I feed them. Mushroom compost makes up the majority of the diet. And then the next thing I would say would probably be the cardboard. And then the next thing is the chicken feed and the coffee. I'm not sure. I probably feed them more coffee than chicken feed. I don't know. I don't feed them the coffee every day, though. I only do that like every few weeks. I try to feed them a little bit of chicken feed every few days. I used to do it just about every day until it got so hot. Now I do it like a couple times a week, maybe 3 times a week. Now this is the bin that's got a bunch more. It's got a thicker layer of cardboard than the others. Sorry, I wasn't zoomed in, y'all. And I know I be yapping. Yap, yap, yap. I talk a lot, but I don't say much, do I, y'all? You ever meet one of those people? I think I might be one of those people. One of those people that talks a lot, but don't say much. Yep, that might be me, y'all. Drop it in the comments. Am I one of those people that talks a lot, but don't say much? You can be honest. It won't hurt my feelings, y'all. It takes more to hurt my feelings than that. I appreciate the comments, and don't forget to comment to get you entered into the 90% dime time giveaway. So let your opinion be known. Is this Yap City? Am I one of those people that talks a lot but don't say much? Yes, sir. Hey, there's my shed, buddy. Hey, Aries. What you doing? Aries. Aries. Yep, that's my shed, buddy. Oh, you gonna come rub on my leg? Oh, that's my shed buddy Aries, y'all. Yep, my shed buddy Aries. All right. Whew! Y'all, I am so hot out here, sweating. This is this is one of the bins I dug in earlier. So I dug the worms out the corners earlier because that was the fastest, easiest way for me to grab some worms to fill my worm orders. So I went straight for the corners in this one, and I got the corners. But you see them? Look at there! Look at there! Y'all, these worm castings is black gold for your garden or any kind of plants you're growing. That's some good stuff. This is organic fertilizer, y'all. This is good stuff. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir. Most of the people watching this probably already know how good worm castings is for your garden and your plants. So, probably just preaching to the choir. Alright, now this in here, I don't even know why I'm opening this one up. This is the first bin I dug in to get worms. And when I got done, I dumped all the rest of the worms extra I had in here, and I dumped everything back in here when I got done filling the worm orders. So this bin's all discombobulated. This is my newest bin, which this December will be a year old. And it still hadn't quite matured fully yet. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was wiping the sweat off my forehead. It's dripping and running down my nose, y'all, and dripping down my face. It's dripping on my fucking bow. It's dripping everywhere. There is sweat everywhere. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. That's gonna be it, y'all. That was the last bin, everybody. Last bin, everybody. Last bin, everybody. Last bin, everybody. What in the world? I thought I put some... Guys, I could have swore I put a few black soldier flies in here. You mean to tell me I just carried this around from bin to bin and didn't put nothing in it? Jeez, ain't even nothing in it. Wow. Alright, y'all. Well, I guess the chickies aren't going to get any black soldier fly maggot treats today. Larvae today. Alright, y'all. Well, hey, I'm sorry if this video wasn't as entertaining. I am hot, I am sweaty, and man, I'm ready to get out the shed. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But I still got one more thing to do. I'm gonna pour the leachate pans back over all the bins to make sure they're good and moist. And I might even spray in a little bit more water. I don't know yet. I'm gonna pour the leachate pans back in first, and then I'll see what it looks like. Might hold off the water till tomorrow, because they look like they might be moist enough. I don't know. I'm just worried about them not running out of water. I'm just worried about them drying out. As hot as it is. It's going to be 98 or 99 today here in Pelion, South Carolina. Yesterday, when my wife got in the car, the temp gauge on the car said it was 120 degrees. So it is hot out here. Let me know, y'all. Drop it in the comments. How hot is it where you're at? Well, y'all, if you made it this far, you already know it. I appreciate it. God bless you. And y'all, come on back now. You hear?